So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Stanford Cardinal. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story.
Going long. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically downfield. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Warren. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And the try is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Warren. It's on target and complete. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Catch in the middle. It's Blackburn. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Going to the run, it's Ford. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. The throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! They put the first points on the board.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
So now it's 2nd and long. Carr fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what you're...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Stanford! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Using his legs, it's Mobley. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Throwing, Carr unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He goes right back to the air. Pressure coming. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him.
He caught it! And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rushes on him. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
To the air again, Carr. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Back to pass, it's Warren. Under fire, and down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
Got it in the middle. It's Blackburn. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
The give on the counter. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Under fire. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got a man in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Warren. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Shaw. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Off play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the 1st half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his 4th interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if...
Got it in stride inside the 20. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Wants to throw. It's Warren. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gives it on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback will keep it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Looking for space. It's Mobley.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Carr bringing the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr plucks it out of the air. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again again in this game, as a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Stanford wants to push the pace. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Warren. Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 5 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the Cardinal head coach coming out of the locker room. There is a big sense of urgency coming out of the locker room at the half. They know their backs are against the wall right now. All of the momentum going to their opponents as they went into the locker room. But now they get the ball back to start this 3rd quarter, and coach said this is our time. We have got to take back that momentum, and he believes his team can do what it takes. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Throwing, Carr. Nice grab in traffic. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. The run inside. It's Mobley. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
To the air. It's Carr. Throws to the wideout. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Carr from the gun on third down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Caught behind the line. It's Ford. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Off play action on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He's got it on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Fielded in the end zone. It's Walton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Using his legs, it's Osborne. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 27 on the play.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
It's the defense, though. They've only scored 10 points on offense.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Offside.
Offense will take that 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
He'll take any help you can get with that penalty yardage, but it's still third and long. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline. Guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
Ollie, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft.
Grabs it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Carr. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They got zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
That's a big drive for this offense. In the fourth quarter, now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Looking downfield, it's Warren. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab, it's Brown.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Running inside. It's Ford. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Porter. And they swarm him under.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him...
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. Pressure coming. And they got it.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Holt. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. Stanford quickly to the line.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Cardinal coming off that big pass back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Makes it past the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. Defense in press coverage. They want to throw it. Rushes on him. And down he goes. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Stanford! He got it beat down in bounds.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Now the Cardinal decide to spend their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going back to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Some bad interceptions. No idea what this. I think I got. Let me know out. But. Double cover. Maybe 3. Yeah, hold on. Eyes aren't open. Yeah, buddy. Top 25. Good. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I got bye week. No. Georgia Tech, Georgia. Play your games. Play your games. We out.